All right, so it's basically the first day on the 67 Mustang. So what I'm going to be doing this morning, because I'm only going to be on in a couple hours here, each Saturday, I'm going to take apart that front suspension and the steering to pull apart the pieces that I'm going to be reusing. I'm not going to be reusing like the control arms and then the drums and that stuff. I need the spindles, I need the backing plates, some of the hardware pieces, steering shaft, and the gearbox, all that kind of stuff, and also going to be taking off the front end of this. So I'm going to be pulling the hood off, front headlight buckets, front valance, stone guard, fenders, pull all that front end off so it's easy to get to the engine bay, which then will need painted. So I'm just removing everything to get it out of the way so there's no accidents. It makes everything easier. Less masking, you don't have to tape off the fenders, and also you can't really paint the engine bay because the fenders on the inside underneath the hood line there cover the tops of the apron, so to get everything properly you got to remove them anyway. And that whole front end will stay off for pretty much the entire build of this car. I'll have most likely the engine in, transmission, wiring, everything to where it's running before I stick that front end on. It just eliminates the possibility of having something happen, and you don't want to put a nick in your fresh paint because touch up just doesn't do justice. So I eliminate that possibility by just keeping that front end off the whole entire time pretty much. So that's what I'm going to get into here. First thing I'm going to tear apart is the front end of the car, and then we'll move on to the suspension. So let's get started. Alright, so that's pretty much everything I'm doing today. I got everything done that I wanted to, just taking off that front end and all the suspension pieces, which I'll show you in a second, of what I'm going to end up blasting to powder coat. But I took out all those J-clips, so everything is completely exposed that needs sprayed. So here in the future I'll be sanding this down to get it somewhat smooth, get a good surface to paint onto, and also I have to do a little bit of body filler where those original aftermarket tower braces were welded on that I cut off, just to make sure that it's smoothed out and you can't see any of that in the end. So it just needs a little bit of fine body filler, and then we'll primer this front end. We'll mask off the entire car. I'll also get a buddy to help me take off the hood so I don't scratch that. But here's the front suspension pieces. Got the backing plates, spindles, brackets, everything from that front end. Front drums, which I'm gonna put new drums on. I just gotta press out the hubs, and steering. So gonna blast everything there so it's ready for powder coat, and we'll blast a whole bunch of other parts, but I'm gonna mainly focus on getting everything painted on this car, the underside, engine bay, doors and dash, and then we'll go from there. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Just a little bit of stuff, but everything's a move in the right direction to get this car done. Like I said, it's going to be a while until it's done, so we're just doing a little bit each weekend until it is done. So thanks for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and look forward to the next video, and I'll see you then. Thanks.